Following an MOU between the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance and ICDL Foundation, a digital skilling initiative for secondary schools has been rolled out to enable students gain relevant digital skills for what promises to be a digitized workforce in the near future. The efficient and accessible emergence of smartphones and simple computing devices has put the global economy to a direction embracing technology with artificial intelligence and machine learning, digital marketplaces, remote working, and digital data taking the center stage. According to the World Bank, the digital economy accounts for 15% of the global GDP and is projected to grow to 30% by 2030 as the global workforce is projected to shift to a deskless model with the growth in digital economy ratio to GDP. While stakeholders raise concern that the current ICT education in secondary and tertiary institutions is not meeting the rapidly changing needs of the future, Michael Niyitegeka, the country director of ICDL Africa, simply points out to the lack of infrastructure.
Access to infrastructure is still a burden. And we can't fail to appreciate and recognize efforts that have been done by entities like Uganda Communications Commission, where you have about close to 1,000 secondary schools that have been able to benefit from an infrastructure support where you have computer labs being set up. But for the ordinary citizen, it's still a big problem. It's still a big burden.
He also added that whereas the new taxes on digital platforms in this 2023-2024 financial year is not a negative step, government should lower barrier to entry for new mobile device users to enable a larger tax base.
The technocrats need to see the value that if I subsidize or if I bring down the tax component on access to devices, it significantly increases the number of people that are able to access, and that then has an impact on the tax component as well, on the other hand. But I'm also sure you are aware, or we are aware, that now government is taxing the Google, Facebook, or Meta, Zoom, any digital platform that is making money into this country.
Damian O'Sullivan, the CEO ICDL International, implored the government to act fast in participating in building a competent generation for the 21st century, as these digital skills are already benefiting the current trainers.
Common with many African countries, there's a move towards a digital economy. The leadership in Uganda, looking at Uganda being a digital economy, requires investment, number one, in people. Number two, in fiber, in systems, but the most important part is people. For Uganda, what it's losing is time. This is a sector that develops rapidly, and there is a need from industry, from private sector, from investors for a skilled workforce.
The ICDL, which is an internationally recognized digital skills standard, already has 30 digital skills accreditation centers in Uganda, including in Gulu University, Nkumba University, Isbat University, 20 teacher training institute for instructors, and so far passed out 2,000 trainees with international accreditation. The newly rolled out program has begun in international schools with the setup of ICDL clubs and training, but shall expand to secondary schools, tertiary institutions, and the general public. Beneficiaries of the initiative express benefits inculcated by the training.
This skill set, I was able to make a way to earn money during the holidays. In our schools, we are required to give internship reports, whereby during the holidays a student goes and interacts with society and gets a job and works as an intern, with or without pay, just to get the working experience.
This program has really helped me as a student. I wasn't so much involved with computers, but now I am so passionate about it. I love doing, my favorite program is actually Excel and PowerPoint, and I really like it because it helps me. I'm able to help my parents with their work. And
government workforce assessment and upskilling in this 5 years collaborative effort is also on table as government focuses on installing efficient e-services, e-recepting, and e-data. Gene Daniel, Nahabwe Rona, Business Today, Smart24 TV.